Hi everyone, Jamie here from Jamie's Place and welcome to the newest episode of my talk series. This episode I'm gonna talk about a series that I watched as a kid. In some countries they call it Avatar The Last Airbender, and in other countries they call it Avatar The Legend of Aang. But I'm just gonna call it Avatar The Last Airbender. Avatar The Last Airbender is a cartoon from Nickelodeon that played 3 years in begin 2000s. It's about 4 nations, the Air Nomads, the Fire Nation, the Water Tribe and the Earth Kingdom, a world divided in 4 parts and 1 part controls an element. But there is always a middle part in the middle called the Avatar. The Avatar is the only person who can bend all 4 elements, and is supposed to bring peace between the 4 nations. In the Avatar universe, you have the real world and the spirit world. It's like an opposite world. The spirits live in their own worlds, and the humans live in their world. The Avatar not only is allowed to bend all 4 elements, but it also is allowed to enter the spirit world and talk to the spirits. The story of Aang, I'm gonna say, at the end, in the beginning of the series, we're 100 years in the past, 100 years, and the next avatar is an airbender, and normally they choose an avatar at age 16, but the Fire Nation with Fire Lord Sozin wanted to take over the world, so they make an exception and they announce the Avatar Airbender at age 12. That's pretty young. So it was Avatar Aang now, a random airbender kid that suddenly became the Avatar, and he got higher levels. He even got the tattoo at 12, which is very rare. He learned everything he needed to know about airbending, and the Fire Nation was going to attack the Air Nomads, but Aang ran away and was frozen in a piece of ice for 100 years. Well, 100 years later, and 2 Water Tribe people, Katara and Sokka, found her, and he want to go back to the Air Nomads to explain what happened. So he took the 2 Water Tribe people with him, and then he figured out that every Air Nomad is dead. In the 100 years that passed, the Fire Nation destroyed all the airbenders, except him. So Aang had to stop the war. The Fire Nation was going to destroy the other 2 tribes. 100 years ago they killed the Air Nomads, and this year they want to kill off the Earth Nation. So it was really going to be fire versus water at the end of the summer. That was the plan of the Fire Lord. The new Fire Lord is called Fire Lord Ozai. Fire Lord Ozai asks his banished son, who got banished because he speaked out of place, to kill the Avatar. He failed. So then he asked his daughter, his crazy daughter, Azula, to hunt down the Avatar, and Zuko and Azula basically worked together to kill the Avatar, and they went back to the Fire Nation and were celebrating the death of Avatar Aang. But Aang survived because he's Avatar, of course. Aang's plan, whatever you want to say, he had to go to the Water Tribe, learn waterbending as fast as possible, go to the Earth Kingdom, learn earthbending as fast as possible, and then from some magical reasons he needed to learn firebending from a firebender. In 1 year. A normal avatar takes 3 years per element, and they take their time, it's not a problem. But he had to do all 3 of them in 1 year. So if you haven't seen Avatar Aang, I highly recommend watch it, because it's complicated. To make it simple, the Avatar Aang has to learn 3 elements in a year, while the Fire Nation is hunting them down. Fire Lord Ozai with his kids, Prince Zuko and Princess Azula. We meet a lot of fun characters like the Water Tribe members, Sokka and Katara, an Earthbender member, Toph, and a bunch of random people in the 3 seasons. Aang also has 2 animal partners. His air bison and Appa, and his Maki pet thingy, whatever it's called, Momo. But at the end of season 1 he learned waterbending, at the end of season 2 he learned earthbending, and in the beginning of season 3 he needed to learn firebending, but from who? Every firebender was the villain. But Prince Zuko changed his sides and he became good, so he's a firebender teacher. And in the end of season 3 was the summer. Fire Lord Ozai's plan was to use the weapon of Sozin, which was a comet that he used 100 years ago to destroy the Airbenders. He wanted to use the same comet to destroy the Earth Kingdom. But Avatar Aang destroyed the entire fleet and captured Ozai. He was supposed to kill Ozai, but he couldn't. An Airbender cannot kill without reason, not Aang. So he used his avatar powers and take away his bending and put him in jail. The war was ended and a happy end. Avatar was very special to me, especially Aang. So this was my talk about Avatar Aang, the Legend of Aang. It's not a review, maybe next season. I just want to say that if you haven't watched it, please do. This is Jamie from Jamie's Place, signing out.